Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. Please subscribe to the channel. And hey, if not, check out the videos. I'm quite sure you will be entertained. Boom, let's get started. Lou Ferrigno, that's him on the left. Probably remember that guy as the Incredible Hulk. But here in 2024, you have someone called Luke Ferrigno. According to the fans, this new Incredible Hulk in the heavyweight division here in 2024, kind of like Lou Ferrigno. Luke Ferrigno is supposed to be in the best shape of his life. Now hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. I don't know if he's in the best shape of his life, but he's definitely not looking like this guy here. Tyson Fury or Tyson Scary. He's obviously done something right to come out here and look like Luke Ferrigno. Man, looking pretty good, huh? But anyway, your boy Luke Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk of the heavyweight division, he's in Saudi. And it looks like he's going to make it into the ring against Alexander Usyk. Job well done, Luke Ferrigno. I honestly didn't think he was going to make it to the ring, to be honest with you. We know the secret society's in full effect. And Tyson Fury, Tyson Scary, now that he's in the best shape of his life, Luke Ferrigno, looks like he's going to make it to the ring, right? So, anyway, he's been training religiously, I think since he had the eye injury a few months ago. The eye injury really had a lot of people concerned because he's already withdrawn from the Usyk fight 4 times. And then to see him now come and have this eye injury, a lot of people, even myself, was like, this guy's going to look for a reason to pull out the fight. But anyway, he's comfortable taking off his shirt now, showing off his new Luke Ferrigno physique. And he wants to let everybody know that the Undisputed is coming on May 18, 2024. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it is coming. I don't know if it's going to Tyson Fury, but one thing I can say is you can see Tyson Fury. He definitely took, or is taking Usyk serious. And I'm not so sure he took Ngannou as serious as he should have. But the bottom line is when you take a look at Tyson Fury, I mean, damn, his body has transformed. And, you got to give him credit for looking to be light on the feet and probably to come in there and try to outbox, out-stamina, out-condition Alexander Usyk. Now, I'm not so sure if that's the smartest strategy for a guy like Tyson Fury. But then again, I mean, his coach Sugar Hill and then Andy Lee, they have a pretty good idea of how they want to approach things. And to be honest, when those two put their minds together, they put together a pretty sound game plan. But what I will say is when it comes to Tyson Fury and Usyk in the ring, and we're talking about boxers being able to make changes and adjustments, that's one thing. But I think adaptability is probably the best word to describe what it's going to take for someone like Fury and Usyk to be able to not only what they're doing before the fight as far as evolving their physical, but to get in that ring and be able to adapt to what's going on and to find a way to win. Because in this fight, you lose your right to complain if you let it go to the judges. And for Usyk, unfortunately, his style is one of those styles where it's more like, chicken peck at you. If he can touch you up, he will. Then go for the knockout. But for the most part, Usyk is a guy who's, if he has to box to get to a decision, he's comfortable with that. But I'm not sure if it's going to be that easy, seeing that he's facing what some people would say, not Hood champion, the greatest heavyweight of this era. But the story is, Fury is no question, without question, is in the best shape we've seen him in quite some time. Trimming down, I think, is a good thing. But I'm going to tell you, I think for Usyk and Usyk style, I think Tyson Fury really needs somebody like Ben Davison in his corner. If you're going to lose all that weight and you're looking to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, well, that's kind of how he came into the fight with Deontay Wilder, right? But then he picked up Sugar Hill Stewart, and his whole thing was to gain weight, be powerful, get in the ring and go for knockouts. Now you're losing all this weight and you still have this guy Sugar Hill in your corner, and I'm giving him and Andy Lee all the credit in the world to put together a sound game plan, but what's he going to do now? Change his style from being a guy who's trying to come forward and knock you out to someone who's trying to, again, float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I think he was better using that approach and when he was underneath Ben Davison. So I think that's one thing I'm going to be paying attention to, just to see how Fury performs, especially those first couple of rounds against Usyk. But that's just my opinion. I think he has the wrong corner to work with him on being a fluid boxer puncher. I think the whole thing with the Kronk style is going for the knockout. But for him to cut all that weight makes you wonder if maybe the Kronk style isn't solely looking for knockouts. But anyway, we're going to see just what happens here with Tyson Fury and Usyk. I'm looking at the age of these guys, so you just never know when somebody gets old overnight. But Tyson's 35, Usyk's 37. Tyson's had 35 fights, Usyk had 21. Tyson has 34 wins, Usyk has 21. Tyson has one draw, no draws for Usyk. But out of the 35 fights, Fury has 24 knockouts. And out of the 21 fights, Usyk has 14 knockouts. Tyson's 6'9", Usyk's supposed to be 6'4". And then now you're talking about reach. Tyson Fury has an 85-inch reach. Usyk has a 78-inch reach. And I think the reach is going to be very significant in this fight. Some people disagree with me, but it's okay. The reach matters, you know what I'm saying? And anybody out there who's thinking it's not going to matter when it comes to Usyk, in every boxing match, when somebody has a goddamn 6, 7, 8-inch reach advantage, 10-inch reach advantage, and they're putting it all up in your mouth, it's very hard to overcome. But nonetheless, I'm just not sure this guy, Luke Ferrigno, I'm just not sure this massive stylistic overhaul that he's made to his style over the last couple of years, the fact that he looks to be changing that up going into this fight, I'm not so sure that's what's needed. I mean, if he's looking to get out here, man, and break into the stage out there in Saudi Arabia and pick up a big win and become undisputed, first heavyweight in the four-belt era to be undisputed, I'm just wondering if he has the correct watchful eye watching him. And I'm just being honest with you. But nonetheless, he seems to have gotten away from the awkward, elusive style to be a more straightforward, come forward, no nonsense, mash up, crash up type of fighter. But we just have to see, man. How's he gonna go? Is he getting away from the jab and then moving, or is he now looking to set his feet and come forward, or is he gonna kind of revert back to floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee? And I don't know. But you see that the style he had with Ben Davison worked magically against Deontay Wilder in the first fight. He did get touched towards the end, but for every round, he was damn near shutting Wilder out, right? But then he went and he hooked up with Sugar Hill, and you can see that come forward style being heavier suited him a lot better to hold his ground and put the beans on Wilder. But at the end of the day, I'm not so sure that Slight Fury is going to be the guy who's going to come in there with the kind of earth-shattering power to put Usyk on his heels. If he can get to Usyk's body, well, you already know, I think Usyk, dies in the ring because he doesn't like anybody hitting him in his midsection. Oh, don't get me going on that, man. Old Usyk, wherever the hell his nuts are resting somewhere underneath his goddamn chin. But anyway, a lot of people are paying attention to what's going on. A lot of ex-boxers, especially guys out in the UK, they just feel this is the wrong approach from Tyson Fury, and it plays into the hands of Alexander Usyk. But I don't know if I quite agree with that, man. But I do think for Tyson Fury, his best chance to beat someone like Usyk, I just think he needs to be unorthodox. He needs to be reckless. He needs to be a little bit filthy. He needs to be physical. And any and every attribute advantage he has on Usyk. It needs to be on full display, and he needs to be using all that. And I truly feel that way. Now, that being said, we just got to wait and see how it goes. If he's looking for the knockout or just to box, I think his best bet would be to kind of go for the knockout and don't really allow Usyk to start really thinking a lot. If he starts trying to box with him, he's going to let Usyk think and maybe pick him apart, make him miss. And that left hand, Usyk likes to roll out to his right, throw the left at the same time. Because see Fury getting frustrated and Usyk getting ahead on points. But again, I'm not betting on Usyk to beat him. I just think even if it goes to a decision, Usyk loses. I really do think that. And you can disagree, but I just can't see Usyk beating Tyson Fury on no damn scorecards in Saudi. Even though Turki Al-Sheikh, I believe he has all the integrity in the world. And no matter how good Usyk is, I just don't see him getting that win. I just don't see it. But anyway, we're going to see what happens, because I tell you what, when you have guys like Usyk in the ring and Luke Ferrigno, I'm telling you what, they can end up staying focused, sticking to the game plan, and depending on the adversity that they experience, they could become unstuck and get caught with a left-right bing-bing. And next thing you know, somebody's sitting there unconscious, face down, butt up in the air, looking crazy. That being said, Tyson Fury, a man seems to be in the best shape of his life. No matter what I think about him and how he got to the top of the heavyweight division and was led to unimaginable wealth beyond his imagination, you know, just sticking to being a bit more serious about this guy. He looks to be ready for the task at hand, and it's not going to be easy. But anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Tyson Fury out here looking like Luke Ferrigno. I'm in the breeze.